us, what are you most excited for about this trip?
I'm most excited about the roller coasters, big lava jump, swimming pool, and volleyball court.
Okay.
Well, I'm most excited for, I'm kind of excited for everything, but I'm excited for Busch Gardens and KOA because I recently learned about that, and I've been there before, not to this one, but to KOA, and I'm excited for it.
Cool. Emmy?
Okay, so what is do you know anything about ghosts?
Something other than that. She already
Getty House.
You know how she died?
ask her about who she is and stuff like that.
Okay, sorry.
Well, I myself do not portray a character. I am, however, dressed as a middling sort, someone who might work, not gentry and not lower class. My clothing is authentic, so I've got my linen petticoat, I've got my linen shift, cotton jacket, my apron, my cap. Like I said, not a character. We do have some more of our character actors. You can find them at the industry. But I would love to tell you about anything I know, so feel free to ask. Mary Getty?
Yeah.
Are they saying she died in there?
I believe that's like a rumor that's circulating in this group. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how she died?
Well,
We can start with, do you know anything about the Getty House?
I do know some about the Getty House. It was home to Mr. James Getty, who was a silversmith. It's one of our 88 original buildings, and his brother owned the gunsmith and foundry out back. I hate to break it to you, but I have never heard one single thing about anybody dying in the Getty House.
Myth busted.
But I'm gonna tell you something. You all seem really interested in death and ghosts.
Yeah! After this, we're visiting, like, the penalty place. I don't know what it's
Crime and punishment.
Yeah, crime and punishment.
Crime and punishment.
Yay!
Alright. So, see, is this going on YouTube?
No.
No? Alright. Alright. I'm gonna tell you something I'm not really supposed to tell you.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Huddle
So,
up.
hold up. This building right over here is the Wythe home. And
That's where Thomas Jefferson studied, right?
yes, it is. George Wythe was Thomas Jefferson's law professor. He was a very prominent Virginian, very well respected. When they signed the Declaration of Independence, they left a space for him to sign, so he would be the first Virginian, even though he wasn't at the meeting. And he was murdered. Now, technically, I'm supposed to say we don't have all the evidence, because we don't, because the only person who was a witness or potential witness to a crime was his cook, who was a former slave. And since she was black, she was not allowed to testify against his nephew, who was white. His nephew, who was his the sole beneficiary, not the sole beneficiary, but the main beneficiary of his will, was not a really stand-up guy. He racked up a lot of debts, and he forged some checks in Mr. With's name. And in order to cover that up, it is assumed, and he was exonerated at the time, but he was arrested for the crime, that he poisoned Mr. With. And Mr. With and his, they have it in my little instructions. They're like, do not talk unless they ask.
Oh my gosh. We asked. Well, and we won't YouTube it.
No, we won't YouTube it. So it's entertaining, you know.
Really?
This conversation never happened.
This conversation never happened.
Is that the myth house? What's his name?
Is it open?
It is. It is open. He was not
Wasn't in
poisoned
right?
in here. He had moved to Richmond at the time.
But this is where Thomas Jefferson studied.
But this is
So we
where
can go
Thomas
check
Jefferson
it.
studied,
Let's go
and it
check
is
out.
one of our 88 original buildings. We've got our next tour. The tours do last about 30 minutes. And next one's going to be starting at about 9.
At night? Tonight?
No.
In 9 minutes.
Oh. Like, that's a long time to wait.
Oh, you wait
I
like
was
30
like,
minutes for Alpengeist, but you can't
No,
wait
I thought you meant 9
minutes.
tonight. I thought you meant 9 tonight.
No. If you'd like, you're welcome to have a seat on benches. If it really starts coming down, I can move you inside this building here.
You guys want to do that? Want to wait for a little bit, take a rest?
Do you want to do a tour of where Thomas Jefferson studied or no?
And one last question. Oh, sorry.
Yes, you do have to, unless you just want to see the gardens and grounds. But to see the home, you do have to go on the tour. Alright, you're welcome to, if they close the door before you get back, then I can't add you to the tour and you'd have to wait a little longer.
One last question.
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts, personally.
One who ghost believers.
And do you think that his spirit haunts the house?
Well, he did not die in this home. He died in a home in Richmond that is not there any longer. And I really can't say, like, there's a lot of factors, in my opinion, that could